Hey, I'm L Devine, and you're watching Music Enthusiast.
Hi, what's up? I'm Sarah from Music Enthusiast, and today I'm here with one of my favorite artists at the moment, L Devine. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
So good. I'm so excited to be talking to you. So how's your day been so far?
My day's been really good. Yeah, as you can see, I'm outside. I'm in London. I'm waiting for my train. Sorry, I didn't mean to get that guy in the air shot. But yeah, I'm heading back to Newcastle today. I've just been in the studio all day working. So yeah, it's been really fun. It's been good.
Oh my God, I love it. You just released a project and now you're working on more music. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, it never stops. Never ever stops.
I mean, speaking on the project, Near Life Experience Part 1, it's so good. Again, obsessed with it. So, I mean, what differences have you seen between this project and your last projects?
Mhm. I mean, definitely making a project and finishing a project during a pandemic was interesting. I think that was like a big difference.
Yeah.
But I think like obviously in terms of like making videos and stuff and content within those restrictions was different. But also I think just like writing wise, I think like songwriters tend to look outwardly for experiences and kind of, you know, there's so many things that inspire us. It's like meeting new people, falling in love with new people, going out and seeing the world and stuff. But we didn't have access to all those things. So I feel like we had to really just like look inside our own heads. So everything feels a little more introspective, I think, in a way, and kind of, yeah, it does. It kind of feels like you've been sat in a bedroom kind of for like the past 2 years, I feel like.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah, for sure. Could totally relate to that.
Yeah.
Which tracks were the easiest and the hardest to make?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm trying to think. I was gonna say Naked Alone, but that was one of the easiest and one of the hardest, just because I wrote the song kind of wrote itself. I wrote that song within like 20 minutes. I can't even remember writing it. It just poured out. But recording it was like a bit different. Like we did so many different vocals on this song, and I remember I had to like fly to Stockholm at like some ridiculous hour in the morning, go do like 2 hours of vocals, and then fly straight back to the UK. It was mental. And that's a pretty hard song to sing, so I think I pushed myself a bit there. But yeah, easiest to write, probably I would say either that or Be in Her Bedroom. I loved writing that one. That one was one that I just like completely wrote like by myself at home in my room, in my bedroom, funnily enough. So yeah, that one was a special one as well.
Amazing, and those are incredible tracks.
Thank you.
No problem. I wanted to talk about Priorities. That's the first song I ever heard from you. I was like, as soon as I heard the beat, I'm like, this is so different. Like, I love it. So, I mean, how did that beat come to be?
Yeah, I was in the studio with these guys called Trackside, and I kind of wanted to like the references I took in. I wanted to make something that kind of felt somewhere in between Green Light by Lorde and We Found Love by Rihanna and Calvin Harris. I know that they don't really like match up, but like so, and I think, I don't know, somehow we ended up getting this like really like pulsing, driving kind of synth based thing, which I love. And it just keeps you moving. It's like that's why I wanted to start the EP with that song. I feel like it feels like you're turning on the car and you're just like driving, you know. Yeah. But yeah, I love that. And as soon as we heard that bass line, the song just poured itself out as well. So that definitely like inspired the whole tone of the song.
And even like the first lyric, when I see the time of my life, I see you in the center. That's like, whoa. And then it ends like that. So
yeah.
Was that the first lyric you wrote down for this track, or was it another lyric?
I had the title Priorities written, and I kind of had all of the thing like the pre-chorus, like where I list all of the things. I think that was the first thing that I wrote. And then yeah, I just kind of was deciding what approach. I knew that was kind of the bones of the song, and then I was trying to decide what kind of direction I want to go in for the verses. And then yeah, that was the first line of the verse that I got, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of it. And yeah, I just really like the idea of starting and ending the song with that, because I think it just kind of perfectly embodies the whole meaning of the song. It's like a bookmark. Yeah, a bookend, whatever they call it, not a bookmark.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, like that hurt, but it was
Yeah.
good. And I mean, writing this song, what was that like? Was it sort of like a weight lifted off your shoulders sort of thing?
Yeah, it was interesting because at the time that I wrote it, it was literally just me being a bit pissed like at this
Yeah.
person that I was in a relationship with, because they were putting all of these things in front of me. But after after a while, after I'd sat with the song and kind of done a lot of work on myself and removed myself from that situation, I realized, like, I shouldn't have ever put all of my self-worth onto this person and all of those things that they, were putting first for themselves, like chasing their hopes and their dreams, perfecting their talents, drinks with their friends twice a week, like their family and going to therapy and stuff. Those are all things I should have been doing for myself. And those are all really important things to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of took me on a bit of a self-improvement journey. So yeah, it means a lot to me, this song, actually.
Yeah, definitely. And there's also Don't Say It, and I like another incredible track. I don't know, that beat is also incredible. That silence, that like 2 minute, 2 second silence is like, I thought my computer was glitching, but then I was like, that feels so good on your ears. So
yeah,
what was the creative process for this track like?
Yeah, definitely. This was one of the ones that I think the sounds really like inspired the song. I really wanted to play with like you were saying, like the silences between like calmness and total chaos, because that's what the kind of lyrics kind of feel like. So I love those little silences and this kind of all of these really light, delicate sounds, and then these huge like hard hitting synths that come in and just like blow your head off. So yeah, I loved that. And then that kind of inspired the lyrics as well. This kind of thing of like falling in love and then the illusion's just completely shattered kind of thing. But yeah, that was a great one. I did that in LA with John Hill and Roger Shahayed, and they're like both so talented. I really look up to them as producers, so it was amazing to work with them as well.
Yeah, for sure. And this EP, like, it has the contrast of like being in love and then like the ugly parts of it. So what was making that, like, why did the contrast happen, do you think?
Well, why did it happen? I don't know. Maybe I'm the common denominator. I don't know. I think I'm just bad at love. I think I you know what? I don't think I've ever written a song that wasn't either heartbreaking or like unrequited love or yearning. Like, I don't think I've ever. It doesn't appear that I've found my feet in love at any point. So maybe that'll be the next. Maybe that'll be the album. Maybe I'll finally work it all out. But yeah, definitely. I mean, but I think that's what feels honest to me, like I wouldn't want to write like even like the party songs that I write are always sad. And I just think, people relate to you when you're your most vulnerable. I don't feel that vulnerable when I'm writing like happy stuff. I don't really feel like I'm pouring my heart out. I feel like I need to like bare my soul. So I think, yeah, I just found my thing with writing sad songs.
No worries. I love a good sad for like a good track. That's incredible.
Good.
And I mean, with live shows coming back, what do you think an L Devine show looks like?
Ooh, it's just gonna be a total party. I mean, I've been rehearsing for the past few days with my band, like the setup that I already had, which is me, Louis, who's on guitar, and he also does some like dancing and stuff, and he's a bit of a hype man, and then Gabby, who's an amazing drummer. But we're also, for the tour, we're gonna add like a few more people into it. So yeah, I just want to take it up a notch musically, and kind of it's a really fun show at the minute, and it gets everyone partying, but I want something that all the musos can like sink their teeth into as well and say, this sounds really fucking good. Because I feel like the sounds on the EP, like sonically, it's kind of matured a bit, so I want that to reflect in the live show as well.
Yeah, for sure. Whenever you come to Montreal, I'll be there for sure.
100%. I'll get you some tickets, definitely.
And this project being part one, what do people expect next from you?
Well, yeah, they can definitely expect a part two. It would be funny if I just did part one and then left it at that. Yeah, hopefully part two is going to come really sooner than everyone thinks. But it's already done. We just need to, I guess, put it out. But yeah, I'm super excited. It feels like, I think a lot of the kind of party songs are on the first half, you know, like Feels Like Sex, Naked Alone. They kind of feel like the horny party songs or something. And then part two, I feel like it's going to be a bit of like the hangover to that. But there's still some like really fun songs on it, but I think it definitely feels like a bit more emotional, like the morning after a big night out.
Sounds good. This is sort of a
Wicked.
fun question. If there would be like a roller coaster inspired by your music, what do you think it would look like?
What would it look like?
Yeah.
Something that like I don't know what it would do. I think it would just like go like that, like something that would give you like really intense butterflies, because like that's, I feel like a lot of my songs are like rooted in that feeling. And yeah, I guess like lots of drops, lots of falling in love, lots of ups and downs. Yeah, I think I would, yeah, let's do something like that, like a butterfly kind of thing, that it's like designed to give you the most intense butterflies. Yeah. I've never thought about that before. That is a good question. I love that.
Thank you. And last question, who are your favorite up and coming artists right now?
Ooh, so many. I think I'm really excited about. I love Arlo Parks so much, fellow LGBTQ plus artist. Who else? I love Gracie as well, another UK artist, and someone I've been listening to a lot. Terza, I don't know if you've heard of her. She's cool from the UK. Trying to think. And also a group called Prosper. They're like DJs. But yeah, those are some people I've been listening to at the minute.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. You too. Thanks so much.